can't get it. Now, there's a flip side of this coin, and that's this. There's 1 or 2% of coaches out there who are just crushing it. So we discovered some other interesting things in our survey. Despite the fact that you might see everyone on the planet acting like big shots on Facebook, everyone's trying to show, oh, I live in a big house and I have a cool car and all these other things. Here's what we found. Here's the hard truth. Just 2.4% of coaches are earning $50,000 a month or more. Just 2.4%. And less than 1% of coaches are earning $100,000 a month or more. And only a handful are consistently doing multiple six figures per month. And I want you to understand that. So you've got this industry. It's this big industry. It's booming. It's growing by 14% a year. It's $2.4 billion industry. But all of those riches and rewards and all of that growth is only really being enjoyed by like 1 or 2% of coaches. And if you're talking about getting to the highest level where you're doing multiple six figures a month, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 a month, like some of our clients are doing, it's just a handful of coaches that are really consistently doing those numbers. So the coaching industry is booming, but only a very few coaches are really reaping the benefits. Everyone else is struggling. So look, I don't know where your business is at right now. I don't know. If you're trying to get to 10,000 a month, great. If you're maybe you're there already, and you're saying, Russ, I'm doing pretty good. I'd like to get to 50,000 a month, or I'd like to get to 100,000 a month. The bottom line is 99.9% of coaches are not where they want to be. So the question that you want to ask yourself is this: what do the winners know that everyone else doesn't? Those coaches that are doing 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, what do those guys know that you don't? What are they doing that you're not doing? And in a word, here's what it is. The winners have stopped selling information and started selling transformation. I want you to let that sink in. The winners have stopped selling information and started selling transformation. And we're going to talk about what that means on this webinar today. But what I need you to know right now is this. Once you make that switch, incredible things are going to happen. You're going to jump out of bed every morning excited to serve your clients in a bigger, better, and more powerful way than anyone else in your space. You're going to immediately stand out from everyone else because your authenticity and concern for your clients is going to shine through like a spotlight in the darkness. And anytime you want, you're going to be able to create a transformational program that creates an amazing income for you and fantastic outcomes for your clients. You're going to easily command $5,000 and $15,000 prices for your work on the front end and position yourself as the results-getting Rolls Royce of your industry. And you're going to have a business that you can scale to 7 figures and beyond because you will have built your coaching practice on the one thing that really counts: results. So here is the bottom line. There are coaches who are scaling their business to 10,000 a month and then 50,000 a month and then 100,000 a month. And the only thing that they're doing differently from you is that they have made 4 critical transformations about the way that they think and the way that they do business. And making those 4 changes is the key to building a successful coaching business that really gets results. And I'm going to walk you through all 4 of those transformations right now. So let's dive in. The first shift that you need to make is to transform yourself. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? Before you can create change for anyone else, the first person who needs to change is you, isn't it? And the change that you need to make is to put the client first. Put the client first in every part of your business, every part of your marketing, in everything that you do. Now, guys, look, here's what's happening. People are getting more cynical and jaded. Maybe you're starting to get jaded too. Maybe you're seeing all these ads in your newsfeed and you're just going like, what is this? What is this nonsense? And look, when I would see those ads, guys, I would start to get a little depressed, especially when I was first starting out, because I would see people making these overhyped claims. Nobody seemed to be able to back it up. And I really started to wonder if I had to choose between making money and making a difference. And maybe you're feeling that way now. Do you ever feel that way, that you have to choose between making money and making a difference, that you can't have both? But let me purge that idea from you right now. Here's something I want you to write down, to tattoo on your forehead, and to build your business on. The more you love and serve your clients, the more money you are going to make. And I say that, guys, not as some coach who's, broke and whose business isn't working and is like, oh, just giving you wishful thinking here. Our business is on track to do probably around $10 million this year, which is a crazy thing to say. And I'm telling you right now, straight from the horse's mouth, the more you love and serve your clients, the more money you are going to make. So let go of this idea that you have to choose between making money and making an impact. Because here's the thing, when you focus on getting results and creating transformation, it actually becomes much easier for you to make money. Not harder, it becomes much easier. So here's the question that I use to make 100% of the decisions in my business. And I want to invite you to start asking this question too and start to build your business around the power of this question. How can I create the best outcomes for my clients? How can I create the best outcomes for my clients? This simple question governs everything we do in my business, from our marketing to our sales to everything. So if you want to thrive while everyone else struggles, then every decision you make in your business should be based on this one question. How can I get the best outcomes for my clients? Well, Russ, how should we market our business? Well, what's going to get the best outcomes for my clients? Russ, what should we charge? What's going to get the best outcomes for our clients? When you let this in, this simple question will point you in the right direction 100% of the time. It's an amazing thing. This one question can transform everything in your business, from your pricing to your marketing, and it is the secret to building a multi-million-dollar business that is going to survive while everybody else collapses under the weight of all their broken promises. So let's take that question and see how it affects all the different areas of your business. So the second thing you need to shift is to transform your offers, to transform what you are offering and what you're selling right now. So guys, look, our clients command $5,000 to $15,000 for every new client who comes in the door. So here's a question for you. Are you open to charging more if I can show you the strategy and I can show you that it serves the client at a higher level? Are you open to that? I know that charging $5,000 to $15,000 is scary as hell. I know that you're probably thinking, well, no one would ever pay me that much. But let me just ask you, are you open to it? I mean, if I could show you how to do it and how to do it in a way that serves the client, would you be open to exploring that with me? Okay, good. I think you are. Here's the thing. We make money because we make an amazing impact. Do you guys understand that? We make money because we make an amazing impact. And that's why we're different. And that's what I want for you too. I want your business to be an engine of excellence. I want your business to be a results-getting machine. And I want you to be changing lives. And if you want to do that, you've got to transform what you're offering in the marketplace. So here's how we do it. The first question you need to ask yourself is, what is your outcome? What is the result that you get for your clients? What is it? If you are a relationship coach, what is that outcome? Are you helping people save their marriages? Are you helping people who are in a relationship get closer together? Are you helping people find true love? What is it? If you're a fitness coach, are you helping people get in shape and drop 20 pounds and increase their confidence and all these other amazing things? So what is that outcome? And what I want you guys to understand something is this. People don't come to us to learn how to do something. They don't come to us because they want more information. They come to us to achieve a specific outcome. It's not about just dumping a bunch of information on them and saying, hey, go figure this out. They're coming to us because they want to achieve a specific outcome. So the coaches that can actually create outcomes for people are going to have businesses that thrive. But the ones that have the hype and all the slick marketing and everything, but then can't back that up with real results, they're the ones who are going to crash and burn. And it's going to happen very, very soon. So once you know your outcome, the next question to ask yourself is this: what is it worth to have this outcome? And your price should be based on the value of the outcome that you deliver. Your price should be based on the value of the outcome that you deliver. Not what your competition is charging, not what you think people will pay. What is it worth to have that outcome? So let's talk about some of those outcomes we mentioned before. If you're a business coach and you're helping people get leads into their business, what's that worth? Well, I think that's worth a hell of a lot. If you're a relationship coach and I'm in a marriage and the marriage isn't working and I'm staring down the barrel of a nasty divorce and you can come in and fix that and show me how to save and rescue my marriage, what's that worth? I mean, that's priceless, right? That's worth a hell of a lot. So once you really let that in, you start to realize that of course you can charge $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 for your offers because what you're giving them is transformational. So if you're not charging premium prices right now, there's really only two reasons why. Either you think, either you feel guilty about it, or you think that no one's going to pay it. So let's take a look at this, right? The first reason why you're not charging high prices is guilt. And let's just be honest about it, right? You think that charging high prices is going to hurt the client. Well, I can tell you right now, that's a myth. It is a myth that charging high prices is bad for your clients. And my program and my clients' programs have proven that the opposite is true. When you charge a premium price, you get much better results. When you charge a premium price, some very cool things happen. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Premium pricing works for a few reasons. First of all, it reflects the true value of what you do. Now, we just talked about that, right? If the outcome you're providing is priceless, how are you going to charge $47 for it or $97 for it? In fact, that would actually create a lot of doubt in me if you said, Russ, I can provide this priceless outcome, but I'm charging a low price. That doesn't make sense. When clients are investing at a premium price, they also show up committed and they do the work. So I want you to think about this. How much better would your results be if your clients showed up 100% committed and ready to do the work? This is a big pain point for a lot of the coaches that we talk to that are charging a low price. If people show up, they don't do anything. When I was charging a low price, this was really frustrating for me because I would sell, I'd enroll a bunch of people into my programs at a low price and no one would do anything. Then it was really frustrating and they all loved the program. They would say, oh, Russ, this is great. This information's incredible. Well, great, man. What'd you do with it? Oh, well, I'm going to get to it. So if that's a problem for you, charging premium prices is a big part of the solution to fixing it. The third reason why high pricing works is that clients are reassured and confident because they're paying a premium price. Those high prices reassure your clients that you are the best. Again, if I have a big problem in my life, my marriage is falling apart, what am I going to put my faith in? What's going to reassure me? Some ebook I bought for $27? Or if you enroll me into an $8,000 program, if I'm spending that kind of money, I really and truly believe that it's going to work and it's going to get results. Now, the other great thing about it, obviously, is that you hit your income goals faster. Like, just to give you a simple example, if your goal right now is to get to, let's say, $50,000 a month in your business, and your offer's $5,000, you only need what? 10 clients, right? 10 clients times 5,000 is 50,000. So if you can do that every month and get those 10 clients in the door, you're good. That's like one client every 3 days. I mean, that's not that difficult. And then once you've got those clients in the door, you can work with fewer clients and make more money. So you don't have to worry about providing support to hundreds and hundreds of people. You can just provide support to like 10 of them and you can still hit your income goals. And that means that you can give your clients world-class support. You can really take incredible care of them because they're paying a premium price, they're showing up ready to work, and you only have to work with 10, 15, 20 people a month to make a fantastic income at what you do. So guys, listen, I hope I've convinced you here that high prices create a huge win for the client and a huge win for you, and they create the best possible outcomes. Everybody wins. Do you see that? So let me talk about my client Kanisha really quick because Kanisha is just awesome. She is a coach who helps students get into Ivy League schools. She actually went to Harvard and she has 2 master's degrees from Harvard. So she is no stranger to hard work, right? I mean, obviously if you get 2 master's degrees from Harvard, you know how to sit down and hustle. But here's what she said when she was going through our program. She said, this program is working beyond what I even hoped for. Thank you for charging a high price for this program, Russell. I definitely would not have shown up with a fire under me if I had paid less. So think about that, guys. Here's a gal who went to Harvard, who knows how to really bust her ass and get some results, and she's thanking us for charging a premium price for our program because it forced her to show up and take action. Now let's see what happened. You can see in the second post there, final Clients on Demand income update. In 8 weeks of Clients on Demand, I made over $100,000. So that's the power of having someone show up ready to kick some ass. And the only reason she did that is because we charged a premium price to get her in the door, guys. So this is what's going to happen in your programs too. When you start commanding that premium price and you start getting people in the door who are committed, your results and their results are going to go through the roof. So let's talk about the second reason why you might not be charging high prices. We call this imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome is the fear that once people sign up with you, they might not get the results. And this is a real fear for a lot of people. You might say, Russ, I get it. I get that charging a premium price is good. I understand. But what happens if they sign up with me and they're expecting to get this result and they don't get it? Then what? So look, if this is a fear for you, guess what? That's good because it means that you're a good person, right? These guys out there that are the hustlers, they don't really care who gets results and who doesn't. So if you're sitting there and you're concerned, Russ, hey, how do I know my people are going to get results? Good for you. It means that you're a good person. So let's talk about what's the cure for this imposter syndrome? How do we know? How can we know that we're going to offer our clients something that really works? Well, the cure for that is to have a program that is transformational. So here's how to build one. Here's a great question to ask. How can I build a program that creates results for my clients and freedom for me? So how can I create a program that really gets results and actually, sets me free to live my life where I'm not, working all day every day, which none of us want? Well, here's the answer. The answer is a principle that we call the triangle of transformation. And so what you're going to offer people is a done with you solution. And what these do is they get maximum results in minimum time. It's all about getting the results. Remember, it's not about more information. It's about results. So let's take a look at what this looks like. The first ingredient is a step-by-step strategy. You've got to give people that. Then you also have to give them world-class support as they follow the strategy. And then you also need to back that up with some mindset and performance coaching. So let's take these one by one. The first thing you need is a step-by-step strategy. So this is very important. If you've ever been in a coaching program before, you know that most coaching programs are not step-by-step at all. They're just a grab bag of information where the guy's like, okay, cool. So if you want to fix your marriage, here's 20 different things you need to know. And they just dump a bunch of information on you and then they let you figure it out. I've been in programs about growing your business where they're like, cool, here's 15 ways to grow your business. And we'll tell them, you can do launches, you can do this, you can do that. And just basically giving you a grab bag of information and then saying, hey, good luck figuring this out on your own. And there's no support and no nothing. What I'm suggesting to you guys is that the right way to build a program is to give people a step-by-step strategy that they can follow. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and they get the result. That's an essential component of this. And then once you've got that, and you've got this sort of recipe for getting the outcome, you need to back it up with world-class support. And that means that you coach them through every piece of the solution. And they're getting help from you as they take action and follow along. So again, it's not just a bunch of information. You're telling them, hey, step 1, do this. And then you're watching them do it. You're helping them do it. Okay, great. Make sure it's done right. Now step 2, and so on. Do you see how a program that's structured that way is going to get much better results than one that's just a bunch of information dumped on people? And then the third thing is that mindset and performance coaching. And here's what we found that's very interesting. I can give you the best strategy in the world, and I can hold your hand while you execute it. But if I don't back that up by helping you push through things like fear and overwhelm and self-doubt, you're not going to get the results, are you? Because it's not about the strategy that you follow. I mean, that's obviously important. But what's even more important is who you become along the way. And this is something that we hear from our clients over and over again. Yes, my business is working now. Yes, I'm making more money. But the amazing thing is how I have changed. I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm more confident. I take action. I get stuff done now. That's the kind of feedback that I want you to hear from your clients too, where they've followed the step-by-step process. You've held their hand every step of the way. They've gotten this incredible outcome. And P.S., they've also become a better, stronger, more powerful person. But doesn't that sound like an awesome transformational program? So this is our client, Elena. Now, Elena is a health coach who specializes in helping people, especially women, with their hormone issues. So if they have hormone imbalances, things of that nature, Elena has an amazing program for fixing it. And so for years, Elena was in business, and clients would come to her sporadically. She was charging a low price. They wouldn't take action. They wouldn't follow the routine. It wasn't great. So Elena came to work with us, and we helped her raise her prices and create something that's actually transformational, that follows this triangle of transformation. And now Elena is rapidly closing in on $100,000 per month. But what I love about Elena is I actually hear it from her clients too. So it's awesome when my clients are getting results, all right? Obviously, I want to see people like Elena succeed and Kanisha succeed, but I want to see their clients succeeding too. And I want to hear about these women who are, fixing these hormone problems they've had their whole lives, because that shows me that Elena's program is truly transformational. And that's what she's got, and that's why she's making so much money, because she's changing lives. Does that make sense? So here's the bottom line, guys. If you've been through any coaching programs before, you know that most of them don't have any of this stuff. They don't have a step-by-step strategy. The support is not that great. And mindset and performance coaching, forget about it. This is not there. But if you can create a program that has these things, that, yeah, you're charging a premium price for it, so people show up committed. The strategy is step-by-step. The support is fantastic. The mindset and performance coaching is there as well. If you build a program like that, guess what? You can have something that stands the test of time, even as everybody else runs into serious problems. Now, look, if you don't have all that right now, no problem. None of the clients that I'm talking to you about today had any of that stuff when they first came to us, right? We had to show them how to do it. So that's part of what we do, is showing our clients how to create programs that aren't just overhyped, that aren't just going to make money, but that are going to make money because they get amazing results for people. Okay? So if that's, if you're sitting there going, oh my God, Russ, this sounds awesome, but I don't have any of that stuff, don't sweat it. We'll show you how to do it. The third shift is to transform your marketing. Right now, your ideal clients are out there. They're out there. And whatever this problem is that you solve, they've got it, and they're drowning in it. If you're a marriage coach, their marriage is falling apart before their eyes, and they don't know what to do about it. If you're a fitness coach, every day they're getting more and more and more out of shape. It's getting harder and harder for them to change. If you're a business coach, every day your ideal clients are watching their business, their dream, slowly fall apart. Guys, they need you. I can't help them. Your competitor can't help them. That coach down the road can't help them. They need you, and they need you right now. And this should be the thought that is running through your mind as you create all of the marketing and all of the promotion for your business. So what do we do? How do we help these people? Well, how about this? How about we stop wasting the client's time, right? You have a transformational program. Why don't we just sell it to them? So unfortunately, though, that flies in the face of all of the conventional wisdom that's super outdated, and it's a big part of why the coaching industry is headed for collapse. So let's talk about sort of the old way of doing things. The old way of doing things is low ticket, and you see people talk about this stuff all the time with their funnels and their opt-ins and their free reports and their tripwires and all this other stuff. Let's take a look at this, right? The conventional way of doing things is that you run an ad somewhere, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, and you send people to a page where they can opt in for a free report. Have you seen this? And then once they opt in for the free report, boom, you offer them a $7 thingy. I don't know, another report. The free report's 10 pages. Well, the $7 report's 20 pages. Ooh, isn't that cool? And then if they take the $7 report, then you offer them the deluxe $27 package. And then if they take that, oh man, then you upsell them to the $197 VIP Ninja version. And then once you've done that, we can offer, let's offer the $47 a month subscription so that we make a little more money on the back end. Now, look, we can't, once they've signed up for all that stuff, we gotta wait 4 or 5 days to nurture that relationship. Can't sell them anything else. And then maybe we'll invite them to a webinar, and then on the webinar, we'll sell them the $2,000 VIP program. That is the most amazing thing in the world. I'm out of breath just saying all that stuff, guys. Here's why this is dumb. Each phase of this process, you lose the most qualified people and you get the dabblers. Now, here's what I mean. If my marriage is falling apart and I'm looking for a real solution, I might sign up for your free report, sure. But when you offer me a $7, ebook or something, it's why do I need it? I don't need a freaking ebook. I need someone to come in and help me save my marriage. So I'm gonna bail. And the only people that are gonna keep going through that funnel are the dabblers. So the people that really need help are gonna go, hey, you know what? This is BS, dude. I don't need a $7 report. I'm out of here. So that's the first reason why this strategy is dumb. If somebody wants real help, then why would they waste their time with the $7 thing that can't help them? Another reason why this is dumb, guess what? You got to create all this stuff. That's 5 offers. You got to create the free report. You got to create the $7 thingy. You got to create the $27 upsell, the $197 ninja version. You got to create the $47 a month continuity. And then you got to create new stuff for that continuity every single month. Plus, you have to create all the sales pages, all the emails, all the thank you pages, all the stuff, all the funnel to set up all of this stuff. And guys, that's a nightmare. If you've ever tried to do that kind of work, it is a nightmare. It is awful. And the worst part is that none of that stuff is even going to help the client. It's just going to waste his time. Here's another reason why this is dumb. You waste the client's time. You're offering him a bunch of junk that cannot solve his problem. Let me tell you something. When you walk into like a Rolls Royce dealership to buy a Rolls Royce, guess what? They sell you a freaking Rolls Royce. They don't sell you like a keychain and then work their way up. And then, oh, cool, he got the keychain. Oh, great, let's sell him a t-shirt. Great, now let's sell him a Rolls Royce jacket. And then maybe, 2 weeks from now, he'll actually get around to buying the car. No, he walked into the Rolls Royce dealership because he wants to buy a car. Why don't we sell him a freaking car? Right? It's the same thing with this. He's signing up for your webinar or for your free report or whatever it is because he wants to save his marriage. Why don't we give him something that can actually do that? Right? And then finally, even if they buy everything, they buy the $7 thing, they buy the $27 thing, they buy the $197 thing, they buy the continuity, and then eventually they buy the $2,000 VIP, whatever it is, they've invested less than $2,500 with you, haven't they? And you've got all of this stuff that's sitting there that's just wasting the guy's time. Right? So if what he needs is our help, why don't we just sell him the one thing, right? The one $3,000 thing or $5,000 thing or $10,000 thing that can actually fix his problem. Do you guys see how dumb this is? Do you guys see why that wastes the client's time and your time and gets you doing all this extra work that isn't going to help anybody? Bottom line, guys, what is going to get the best outcomes for our clients? And in this case, if you've got something that can really help him, sell it to him. You understand? The only reason people don't follow, or the only reason people are still following this old, outdated strategy is that they don't know what I'm about to show you, which is how to take a client from click to client in 48 hours, even if your program is $3,000 or more. Let's talk about one other outdated strategy that just needs to go, and that's content marketing. Content marketing is the most overhyped, ridiculous, played out notion on the planet. And if you've been in the coaching industry for a while or you've been on other webinars, you know that everybody's all into content marketing. Well, basically, if you don't know what it is, here's what it is. They're basically telling you that all you need is just a few things before you can get clients. You need to build an audience. You need to build an audience. And how are you going to do that? You're going to build an audience by spamming out all this content. So all you need is a hit podcast. Great, let's get that going. You need thousands of followers on Twitter. You need Instagram. Are you on Instagram? Oh man, gotta get on Instagram. You need a YouTube channel. Dude, you don't have a YouTube channel? Are you uploading videos every day? No? Oh man, what are you doing? You gotta get on YouTube. You need a high traffic blog, which means you got your blog and you're posting to it every single day and you're writing all these posts and all these articles. And if you ever want anybody to go to your blog, you gotta use SEO and backlinks and all that other stuff so people find it. And then, you got to get on stages, man. You got to get on speaking gigs. You got to get yourself out there. Oh, by the way, you also need a New York Times bestseller so that people know that you're an authority. And then you got to constantly be hitting people up for referrals. And you got, all your word of mouth marketing too. And if you do all that stuff, maybe somehow you're going to get clients. I have heard this from so many different people. And the reason you hear it is because they're usually selling a program about how to do Instagram, or they're selling a program about how to do YouTube or how to do blogging or any of these other things. The problem with this stuff, guys, is that it's just bullshit. You don't have to do any of this stuff. And I know because I don't do any of this stuff. You understand? And my clients don't do any of this stuff. This is what I call cross your fingers marketing. You're going to create all this content. It's going to take months and years to do it all. And you're going to cross your fingers and hope that the clients show up. But all you're doing is adding to the noise. Do you understand that? So remember, the key question that we need to ask is what is going to get the best outcomes for the client, right? I know I keep hammering that at home, but if you would look at that and you really let that in, it's going to show you that all these other strategies are just nonsense. And guys, look, wasting the client's time with videos and podcasts and how-to guys and all these endless amounts of information and all this other stuff, it's not helping him, is it? It's not helping you make an impact. It's not helping your clients make their lives better. So if that stuff doesn't work, if that's the old way of doing things, what's the new way? It's really, really simple. You give the people what they want. And so this is the strategy that we use, that we've built a $10 million business on. This is the strategy that all of our clients use, and it respects the client's time more than anything else out there. People click your ad. People watch your webinar. People book a call to speak to you. People enroll at a premium price. You understand? It's just 4 steps. Ad, webinar, phone call, enroll with you at a premium price. There's no more noise. There's no more wasting the client's time with all these low-priced offers that can't help. You're taking people from click to client in 24 to 48 hours, even at high prices, even when they've never heard of you. And you are offering the client something that is transformational, something that can actually solve his problem, and that isn't just a bunch of information that's going to waste his time. Do you see how much more simple and elegant this is than anything else out there? Because this is the approach that really, really works. And not only does it build your business faster, it gets the client to what he needs faster, which is that transformational program that's really going to get him results. So let's talk about some real world numbers. Using this process, what does it look like in the real world? Well, once this whole thing is dialed in, and it's tricky because you got to get your ads right and your webinar right and all these other, the phone call right and just the various pieces right. There's only like 4 pieces to the whole thing, but they got to be dialed in. Once they're dialed in, our clients spend an average of about $100 in advertising to get a new prospect on the phone, right? Now understand, with a $5,000 offer that is transformational, here's the big question then. How many prospects would you need to speak to before one of them said yes? And now remember, all these prospects are pre-qualified too. They've clicked your ad, they've signed up to watch your webinar, they've sat through your webinar, so 45 to 60 minutes or whatever it is, they've listened to you, they've booked a call, they've filled out an application. So these guys have been qualified already like 5 or 10 times before you even get on the phone with them. They're super pre-qualified. So given that, how many people would you have to speak to before someone said yes? If you're enrolling one person in 5, then guess what? You're spending $500 to make $5,000, aren't you? Because remember, you're spending $100 to get a new prospect on the phone, right? So to speak to 5 people, it's $500. You're spending $500 and you're enrolling one person at $5,000. So you're spending $500 to make $5,000. Does that make sense? If you're enrolling 1 in 4, you're spending $400 to make $5,000. Does that make sense, guys? Right now in our business, we're making back more than $10 for every dollar we spend on Facebook. These numbers are real world numbers. So this is how you build a business that serves the client and gets you to your income goals. And again, people want results. So doesn't it make more sense to just offer them something that solves their problem? And the best part, guys, is this simple model will actually scale with you. So whatever your income goal is, it's just a question of how many clients you need to talk to get there. So here's what I mean by that. This is our client, Violet. Violet is a relationship coach. She actually has an MBA from Harvard too, which is weird. We had Kanisha with an MBA, with 2 MBAs, and Violet with an MBA. But a lot of people from Harvard join our program. But the month before working with us, she made about $300 in her coaching business. And she's a brilliant relationship coach, but she just couldn't market herself properly. The month after working with us, she did $27,500 in that month. And today, she's at $25,000 a month and growing using the exact strategy that I just shared with you, right? So she got from basically 0 to $25,000 a month in the space of just a few months, and she's going to scale up from there. But I want you to understand something because this is really important. This model can scale. It's not one of those models that can only get you to 10K a month or 20K a month or 30K a month, and then it kind of peters out and dies. This is a model that once you get it all dialed in, can help you scale your business as far as you want it to go. So let me tell you about our client, Vanessa. Vanessa is super cool. She's like one of my favorite people in the world, and she's known as the Bikini Business Coach. So she's actually a business coach. Now, initially, Vanessa came to work with us. We helped her grow to $25,000 a month, just like Violet. And we did that without she didn't have huge visibility. She didn't have a giant list. She didn't have this massive following. She just used the exact process that I just shared with you. So then we helped her craft an offer that was truly transformational. Again, we used the exact process I just showed you to help her attract clients. And in December, she scaled things up to $92,000 cash collected. And since then, she's continued to grow and rapidly scale. And she's getting really close to $200,000 a month right now in her business. And in my business, in Clients on Demand, like I told you guys, we've actually been able to scale up to $900,000 a month. And I want you to understand something. We are not doing anything different than Violet is doing or Vanessa is doing. It's the exact same process. We're just doing it at higher and higher levels, and we're getting better and better at each and every piece of it. Does that make sense? That's what I want for you. So here's the bottom line. Your people don't need more information, guys. They don't need more free reports and blog posts and more chatter and more noise. They just don't. They don't need how-to. They don't need to join your program and just get a bunch of information dumped on them and said, hey, good luck figuring this out. They don't need that, and you don't need that. Your clients need you to offer them something that really, really works. And when they do, they will gladly enroll with you at a premium price, and they'll thank you for it just like Kanisha thanked us. And again, with the right marketing, you should be taking these people from click to client in 24 to 48 hours. No wasted time, no wasting your time, no wasting their time. From click to client in 24 to 48 hours. And again, if you don't have this kind of high-ticket transformational offer, or if you don't have your marketing dialed in like this, don't worry. This is what we do. We can help you create it. We can show you the process to sell it and sell it consistently. And so that brings us to the fourth shift, the fourth and final shift. You need to transform your results. So if you've been struggling to make the income and the impact that you want, well, guess what? Now that you know what it takes to have a transformational offer, you know what's missing for you too. Because the same thing that your clients need, that step-by-step strategy and the world-class support and all that stuff, that's what you need too. The fact that you don't have those things, that's the reason that you're not getting the result that you want. Do you have these things? Do you have a step-by-step strategy? Are you going to get off this webinar today and know exactly what to do to build the business that you want? Or do you not have that? If you do have that, do you have someone who can hold your hand and coach you through every step of the process, who's willing to look at your webinars, to look at your Facebook ads, to help you fix things and dial things in, who's going to take that hands-on approach to help you win? And do you have mindset and performance coaching to help you deal with stuff like fear and overwhelm and just the panic that comes from owning a business? I know I feel that way sometimes. I'm sure you do too. Do you have someone to help you win even when you're feeling down? If you're missing any of these things, you need people to work with you who can show you how to create big wins for yourself and great outcomes for your clients. So I'm not saying it has to be us, but you better work with somebody. So this brings us to the question, how can you tell the great coaches from the bad? Because again, we talked about how there's so many people out there that are just making overhyped claims. It's recycled information, and it's just not great. So here's some key questions to ask. Number one, is this person getting results? If that person's not really getting results, there's no point in working with them. But here's a more important question. Are their clients getting the kinds of results that you want? Is that happening consistently? And does their program have all three things from that triangle of transformation like I talked about? Is it a step-by-step strategy? Is the support world-class, where they're going to answer every question, they're going to hold your hand as you execute every step of the way, and do they have that mindset and performance piece? Has this strategy been working for a really long time, at least a few years? You don't want to be signing up for something that's just like the latest, greatest flash in the pan, whatever. Number 5, have they been able to scale this strategy, right? Because sometimes things work for a little while, or they only work till you get to a certain point and then it stops working. Is this something that you can scale? And then again, do they provide support that's world-class? And I'm saying that twice because that's the thing that's missing. That's the reason the coaching industry is headed for such a big collapse, is because nobody wants to support their clients. So make sure you look for someone who does. So here's the bottom line. The future of this business, the future of this industry belongs to the coaches who can get clients at premium prices, who can do it whenever they want, and then who can really get stunning results for their clients. The copycats, the hustlers, the guys who just are not going to do a good job for their clients are going to fall by the wayside, I promise you. So if you can't do all those things, if you can't get the clients you want whenever you want, if you can't command a premium price, if you're not sure that you've got a program that's transformational, then just work with someone who can help you get there. Because it's only going to get more competitive. I want you to get the guidance that you need to survive and to build a really great business. So again, the way that coaching has been done in the past is going to come to an end. There's recycled information, recycled marketing, and broken promises, and all that stuff's going to destroy a lot of coaches in the next few months. So if you want to win, the way to survive is to create a program that really gets results, price it accordingly, and then put the client first in your marketing and in your business. And the time to do that is right now. So now you have a choice. You can either take everything that I've talked to you about on this webinar and you can just forget it. You can keep using the strategies that don't work. You can keep focusing on information instead of transformation, and you can watch as all of these other coaches just collapse and their business falls apart because people are so cynical and the whole thing collapses under its weight of broken promises, and you can get sucked right down with it. Or if you want to build a business that really makes the money that you want while you make an impact, that actually changes lives, that gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning because you see your clients are winning left and right, and you're creating so much change and so much goodwill and so much awesome stuff in the world. If that's what you want, then here's what I have for you. My team and I have set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply these ideas to your business starting today. So whatever your biggest challenges are right now in your business, whether it's your offer or your marketing or your target audience, whatever it is, we've seen it all before, I promise, and we can show you how to overcome it. So we're going to get on the phone for about 45 minutes, and on that session, we're going to work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to hit your income goals for this year, whether that's $10,000 a month or $200,000 a month, whatever it is, and show you how to attract the clients that you want to work with and get them into a program that's going to create an amazing result for them. Now, the cost of this phone call is absolutely free. So here's who this is for, though, because it's not for everybody. That's kind of the catch. It's not for everybody. You've got to have knowledge that solves a major life or business problem and can command a premium price. If you're fixing marriages, awesome. If you're in fitness and nutrition, great. If you're a business coach, if you're providing a service like doing people's pay-per-click marketing or graphic design or SEO, all that stuff is great because it solves a major life or business challenge. On the other hand, if you're teaching 6-year-olds how to play the accordion or something, I'm not sure that that's going to work because it's not solving a major life or business problem. So it's got to be solving a major life or business problem. Number 2, you must be outstanding at what you do. If you're not good at what you do, then helping you get more clients, you're just building a house of cards, right? So you've got to be good at what you do. And I'm not saying you need to have a transformational program already, but you got to at least have the skill that we can use to build one, all right? You must hold yourself to the highest standards of integrity, guys. We are dead serious about this whole idea of putting the client first and doing the right thing. We live by it. Everyone in my business lives by it. And you have to be willing to hold yourself to those high standards too. And if that's you, then I want you to book a session to talk to us right now. So let's talk about why we're doing this, because you're going like, great, Russ, it's a 45-minute call. It's free. Why are you doing this? Well, look, the reason we do this is because we love giving back. What gets us out of bed in the morning is helping business owners achieve their goals. And plus, look, we know that you might want our help to transform your business just the way that our clients have. And so if that's what you want, great. We can talk about it and see if it's a good fit for both of us. And if not, that's cool too. Either way, you're going to get tremendous value out of this call. And I promise you that it is going to be the best 45 minutes you have ever spent working on your business. It's going to revolutionize the way that you look at the power of what you do, at the value of what you do, and about how you should be delivering your offers to create maximum results for the people that you want to work with. So look, if you want to book a call with us, go to russruffino.com/apply. Go to that link right now. I'm going to try to make a little button appear under this video. If you see that button, great. Give it a quick click and go to russruffino.com/apply. Now, when you get to that page, you're going to see our calendar. Just pick out a date and time that work for you, grab it, and then you're going to be taken to our application. It's like 6 or 7 questions. It's real short. Fill out the application, and we will call you at the time that you selected to do your breakthrough session. Guys, people love these sessions. You're going to love this session. You're going to get tremendous value out of it. So listen, like I said, you have a choice right now. I've shown you what's coming down the pipe. I've shown you what the future holds. And I hope you see that the coaches that are selling programs that are truly transformational are going to thrive, while all these hustlers and all these other people just fall apart. It's going to be amazing to watch. I want to make sure that you are one of the people who wins and not one of the people who gets killed. All right. So go to russruffino.com/apply, book a call to speak to us. I promise it will be the most valuable 45 minutes you've ever spent working on your business. So look, go to that link, book a spot right now, guys. Look, there's only so many people on our team. We can only speak to so many people. There's only so many hours in the day. That calendar does fill up. So make sure that you grab your spot now. I'm Russ Ruffino. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch this webinar, and we will speak to you very, very soon. All right. Amen.